Welcome to the Daily Globe. Please subscribe and hit the bell icon for more breaking updates. The 2026 FIFA World Cup, once set to be a North American celebration led by the United States, has been upended. In a stunning twist, Canada has been named the primary host, sidelining the US and rewriting the script for the world's most watched sporting event. This isn't just a logistical change, it's a political and cultural earthquake, as FIFA draws a line against government interference. The world now watches as Canada steps into the spotlight, and the US faces the fallout of a self-inflicted wound. The beautiful game, it seems, delivers drama both on and off the pitch. The original United bid for 2026 was a symbol of North American unity: 3 nations, 1 tournament, and a promise of seamless cooperation. The US was set to host 78 of 104 matches, with Mexico and Canada sharing the rest. Massive stadiums, record-breaking revenues, and a vision of continental harmony defined the plan. Ticket sales soared, preparations ran ahead of schedule, and the world anticipated a landmark event. But beneath the surface, a political storm was brewing in the US, threatening to unravel years of planning. The dream of a borderless football festival was about to be tested like never before. No one foresaw just how quickly it would all change. Trouble began in September 2025, when President Trump publicly questioned the security of several US host cities. His threats to move matches at will challenged FIFA's independence and sent shockwaves through the football world. Organizers, sponsors, and fans faced sudden uncertainty, with millions in travel and ticket plans at risk. Boston's mayor tried to reassure the public, but the damage was done. The president's remarks became the central story, casting doubt on the US as a reliable host. International media framed it as a test of FIFA's authority. FIFA could no longer ignore the challenge to its autonomy. A decisive response was now unavoidable. FIFA's initial response was diplomatic, but as the US president doubled down, quiet diplomacy failed. FIFA Vice President Victor Montagliani made it clear: football is bigger than any world leader. Behind the scenes, the US administration sought flexibility in the match schedule, an unacceptable breach for FIFA. FIFA's statutes strictly forbid government interference, and the US failed to provide the required guarantees. The risk of sponsor pullouts and legal chaos loomed. FIFA delivered an ultimatum: guarantee non-interference, or face contingency plans. The US did not comply. The stage was set for an unprecedented decision. FIFA was about to show the world its ultimate red card. The fate of the World Cup hung in the balance. In late October, FIFA's council met in Zurich for an emergency session. The evidence against the US was overwhelming: public threats, private pressure, and no legal assurances. Options ranged from reopening the bid to stripping only certain cities, but all had major downsides. The most viable plan: elevate Canada to primary host, shifting the bulk of matches north. Mexico would keep its original share, providing stability. After intense debate, FIFA voted to reallocate 65 US matches to Canada, reducing the US to just 13. The world was about to learn that FIFA had called the president's bluff. The consequences would be monumental. On October 27th, the world of football was rocked by a historic announcement from FIFA headquarters in Zurich. Canada, once considered a supporting player in the global soccer scene, was named the new primary host for the upcoming World Cup. The nation was suddenly tasked with organizing 65 additional matches, including the all-important final. The news sent shockwaves through the sporting world, as Canada prepared to step into the spotlight on the grandest stage of all. Behind the scenes, Canada's government and soccer association had been working tirelessly, quietly assuring FIFA of their unwavering support. They promised full cooperation, non-interference, and a unified front to ensure the tournament's success. This commitment was crucial in convincing FIFA that Canada could rise to the occasion. The challenge ahead was nothing short of monumental. Canada now had to expand its plans from just 2 host cities to 5 or even 6, all within a matter of months. Stadiums needed upgrades, infrastructure had to be improved, and logistics had to be reimagined on a national scale. The clock was ticking, and every day counted. Montreal, Edmonton, and Calgary were quickly added to the roster, joining the original host cities. Each city brought its own unique energy and history, eager to welcome the world and showcase Canadian hospitality. BC Place in Vancouver was chosen to host the final, a momentous occasion for the West Coast. Meanwhile, Toronto's BMO Field was set to stage a thrilling semi-final, promising unforgettable moments for fans across the country. Canada's proven track record with major international events, like the Olympics, Pan Am Games, and countless World Championships, gave FIFA the confidence it needed. Even though Canadian stadiums were smaller than some global venues, the country's organizational expertise and passionate fan base were undeniable assets. Across the nation, the mood was electric. What was once a supporting role had transformed into a defining national project. Canadians from coast to coast celebrated, united by a sense of pride and anticipation for what was to come. The country embraced the challenge wholeheartedly. From athletes and construction crews to volunteers and local businesses, everyone was ready to prove that Canada could shine on the world stage and deliver an unforgettable tournament. Of course, concerns about costs, logistics, and the sheer scale of the event remained, but for most Canadians, excitement and pride far outweighed any doubts. The nation was determined to meet every challenge head-on. With the world watching, Canada is determined to deliver a World Cup for the ages, one that will be remembered for its spirit, unity, and the boldness of a nation stepping up when it mattered most. The fallout in the US was swift and dramatic. Critics across the nation called it not just a sporting disappointment, but a national embarrassment and a costly mistake that would echo for years. The headlines screamed of failure, and the airwaves were filled with heated debates. For many, it felt like a blow to American pride, a missed chance to showcase the country on the world stage. Billions in projected revenue vanished almost overnight for American cities. Stadiums that were supposed to be packed with fans from around the globe now stood empty, and local businesses, hotels, restaurants, and shops faced massive losses. The economic ripple effect was immediate, with layoffs and closures hitting communities that had invested heavily in anticipation of the event. The White House lashed out at FIFA, blaming the organization for what many saw as a betrayal. Politicians from both sides of the aisle seized the moment, deepening political divides and using the controversy to score points with frustrated voters. Protests erupted, with fans and officials demanding answers and accountability. Meanwhile, north of the border, the news sparked an economic boom. Canadian cities raced to upgrade infrastructure, pouring resources into stadiums and transportation. Sponsors lined up, eager to be part of a historic moment. The excitement was palpable as Canada prepared to step into the global spotlight. American fans were left frustrated and angry, their dreams and travel plans in ruins. Many had saved for years, hoping to witness history in their own backyard. Now they watched in disbelief as the opportunity slipped away, replaced by a sense of loss and resentment. In contrast, Canadian supporters celebrated a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Streets filled with cheering crowds, flags waved from balconies, and sports bars erupted in joy. For many Canadians, it was a dream come true, a chance to unite the country and inspire a new generation. The tournament's identity shifted almost overnight, transforming from an American showcase to a truly North American and more international affair. The world's eyes would now be on both nations, sharing the spotlight and the responsibility. The long-term impact on U.S. soccer is uncertain. There are real fears that the momentum built over years could stall, with young players and coaches left questioning the future. The loss of the World Cup could mean fewer resources, less enthusiasm, and a harder path forward for American soccer. For Canada, however, the World Cup promises to inspire a new generation. Children across the country now dream of playing on the world stage, and commentators predict a surge in participation and investment. Canada's footballing status is set to rise, with the tournament acting as a catalyst for growth. The stage is set for a tournament that will not only reshape the sport's future on the continent, but also redefine what it means to be a soccer nation in North America. The world will be watching as a new chapter unfolds. Experts across the globe are sharply divided on FIFA's bold and unprecedented move, sparking heated debates in boardrooms, newsrooms, and living rooms alike. The decision has become a lightning rod for opinions, with analysts, former players, and political commentators all weighing in on what it means for the future of football and international relations. Some, like the renowned commentator Martin Tyler, have stepped forward to praise FIFA's actions, calling it a rare and powerful stand for the game's integrity. For them, this is proof that football's core principles, fair play, independence, and respect, aren't up for negotiation, no matter the stakes or the pressure from powerful nations. Supporters of the decision argue that FIFA's autonomy and credibility are worth enduring any short-term pain or financial loss. They believe that by holding firm, FIFA is sending a message that the sport cannot be manipulated by outside interests, and that its values are not for sale. On the other hand, critics like Dr. Simon Chadwick, a respected sports economist, warn that this move could be an overreaction with far-reaching consequences. They argue that FIFA is risking billions in revenue and potentially alienating the world's largest and most lucrative market, the United States, at a time when global expansion is more important than ever. Legal scholars have also weighed in, pointing out that the US government's interference likely breached the terms of the hosting contracts. This, they say, gives FIFA solid legal ground for its decision, but also sets a complex precedent for future international sporting events. The episode is already being dissected in law schools and sports management programs, and will undoubtedly be studied in sports law for years to come as a case study in governance, contract law, and the politics of global sport. Philosophically, the debate is fierce and deeply personal. Was this a brave and necessary defense of sports independence, or a catastrophic failure of diplomacy that could have been avoided with more tact and negotiation? Some see a moral victory for FIFA, a moment when principle triumphed over profit. Others, however, view it as a strategic blunder that may haunt the organization and its global partners for years. What's clear is that the future of FIFA's relationship with the United States is now uncertain, with both sides reassessing their priorities and strategies in the wake of this dramatic standoff. As the dust settles, the world is left to ponder the true cost and the enduring value of standing by one's principles in the high-stakes arena of global sport. The 2021 is something fun in Dan size. World Cup's story has been rewritten, a tale of political overreach, lost opportunity, and a new era for FIFA. The US faces a period of reflection and rebuilding, its soccer momentum stalled. For Canada, this is a nation-defining chance to shine and inspire generations. If successful, the tournament will forever change Canada's place in world sport. The World Cup now stands as a symbol of FIFA's resolve to protect the game from political interference. As Canada prepares to welcome the world, the lessons of 2020 and 26 will echo for years. What do you think? Was FIFA right, or did it go too far? Join the conversation and share your thoughts on this historic chapter.